let me begin with a PowerPoint and we'll go through this. First of all, I urge you to consult the full poll results online, and we have the methodology laid out online in great detail and in a quite transparent fashion, actually. This is a telephone poll of Iran. Telephones are, it's a modern society, and telephone penetration in Iran is plus 90%. I'm sure you can't read this, but on our website it's laid out, and you can go to the Washington Note or New America and get the same results. The horse race. Our poll shows, when it was taken in May, when the campaign began, that President Ahmadinejad is in the lead with 34%, followed by 14% for his closest rival, Mir Hussein Mousavi. 27% in our poll said they don't know. Of that 27%, 60% of those, more than 60% in fact, are people who want reform of the Iranian political system. So I would say that these results probably overstate President Ahmadinejad's lead, that it's probably a lot closer because a significant portion of the don't knows may go into the Mir Hussein Mousavi or possibly even Mehdi Karabi's camp. Now, in the Iranian system is such that if no one breaks the 50% barrier, there's a runoff between the two top contenders. Indeed, this is what happened in the last Iranian presidential election in 2004, when Rafsanjani and Ahmadinejad ran in a runoff. Given the sizable don't knows in this, that we would think that probably a runoff will be likely. The other thing to point out is that no incumbent president has ever lost re-election in the Iranian Islamic Republic since it was formed. So that is something to remember.
Can I just ask clarifying about there's a missing 22% on this chart.
There's 15% refused to answer this question.
Okay.
So that's the missing number. And we did an analysis of those who refused, and they broke almost evenly between regime supporters and regime opponents, broadly speaking. But the don't knows, 27%, did not break that way. 60% broke. From other questions, we would put them in the reformist camp. But that doesn't mean they'll vote. I mean, they may be, that we can't measure, and that's why we can't.
It's good to know. I just wondered if there were just an endless line of other.
No, that's it. The other thing that's interesting from a sociological point of view is that Mr. Mousavi has tried to draw attention to his Azeri background. Azeris are the largest ethnic group besides Persians in Iran. They're about 20% or so of the population. Anyway, he's run on this and tried to draw support from his ethnic identification. In our poll, that's not working. We found that only 16% of Azeri Iranians said they would vote for Mr. Mousavi, as opposed to 31% who said they would vote for Mr. Ahmadinejad. Iranians are fairly positive about the elections. 89%, this is not on the slide, said they will cast a vote. Compare that with our percentage in the United States, that's quite high. About 7 in 10 Iranians said they think the election will be free and fair. Only 1 in 10 said they thought it would not be free and fair. And most, as you see from this chart, are satisfied with the choices that they've been offered. Very significantly, 77% of Iranians said they favor a system of government where they can vote for the supreme leader and all leaders. The supreme leader is the one with the ultimate power in Iran. And the Iranian people realize that because we asked them about that, and I'll get to that later. But only 18% oppose the current system of government in Iran where they cannot vote for the most powerful official in the country. So almost 8 in 10 Iranians want to hold the most powerful official in their country accountable to the voters. And he is not held accountable now.